Hello and welcome back once again to the 31 days of Halloween. We're going to watch 31 horror movies over the course of October. It's October 26th. We've been doing this all month. We're going to be doing it till the end of the month. We're up to the 31st on Halloween, which we'll be doing one of my all-time favorites horror movies, and but this is kind of like kicking off a mostly vampire week, and the next couple of movies after this are all a few of my favorite vampire movies. So we're going to start with one of. It's hard for me to pick a numerical list, so I'm just going to do my four favorite vampire movies starting today with today's choice. It is 1979, made for TV. The adaptation of Stephen King's Salem's Lot. I grew up on this. I watched this when it premiered. I was a child. I was not even 10. I was probably 8 years old. Yeah, it could have been, 7 or 8 years old, 9 years old, watching this. And there was nothing more scary than the vampire in this particular vampire story. Yeah, the mysterious Mr. Barlow. Right. This was directed by Toby Hooper. Toby Hooper before this set a new standard for the new 70s film, with that film vibe and that spirit of the 70s filmmakers. In 1974, he did a little movie you may have heard of called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He brought that to our world. He also, after this, did Poltergeist. You know what I mean? And gave me a fear of clowns forever. And of this vampire. I mean, this was a spooky movie. This is a spooky movie. It's, once again, it's got the pacing of an old-time movie. Its runtime is 183 minutes. That's 3 hours. So this was like a 2-night movie event with commercials. And so it has act breaks like where the commercial should go. I love that. I found that so pleasing. This ancient, the television angle of storytelling, of American Western storytelling. Like each act break kind of has to end on its own little cliffhanger. And that's like one of the keys of American televised storytelling. And so Salem's Lot has all these little act breaks throughout the entire movie. And it has the scariest vampire ever. That's been this movie still had the ability when I watched it. It made me jump out of my skin 3 times. And I know it's coming. I know it's going to happen. And the music is dead giveaways. And still, I fall for it every time I jump out of my skin. It's got a great cast. It's based upon a 1975 Stephen King book. And Stephen King was the man of horror fiction. And he had so many of his books turned into great horror movies. I'm surprised we didn't get to Christine this year. I'll do that for next year. Christine's a great... It's a Jim Cameron... No, it's is it a Jim Cameron? No, it's a Jim Carpenter movie. And it's a John Carpenter movie. But Christine is based upon another Stephen King book, and it's got a lot going on to that. And it's such a good... Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it on physical media. It's not in the stack of DVDs. So we're not covering it this year. Maybe next year. But yeah, it had a great cast. David Soul. David Soul was a huge TV actor. He was in Starsky and Hutch. Everyone knew David Soul. James Mason played the evil handler of the vampire, like his human thrall, Richard Straka, and he plays like you don't know if he was like a Yahtzee or what, but he was definitely new to this town. This old and also Bonnie Bedelia is in this movie too. Jeffrey Lewis. This got like some great casting of some really decent character actors of its time, and it really transcends TV. And this is a really good vampire movie, and I'm just astonished that its pacing, its tension, its practical effects, its level of maturity was all available for a primetime television audience, which has basically a PG standard of its day. And it says here in the wiki, the plot concerns a writer who returns to his hometown and discovers its citizens are turning into vampires. Salem's Lot combines elements of the vampire film and haunted house subgenres of horror, which is true because it's almost noir. If noir is one of the tenets of noir is that your background, your city, your neighborhood is a character, and it adds so much presence to the movie that it's not just a backdrop; it's its own character, and such as is the haunted house of Salem's Lot, that we see in every poster. You can see it in the background too with the that wasn't cropped off. I'm not paying attention to the background. That's fine. Here we go. Like little happy accident. It was just waiting to be discovered there, like Bob Ross would say. But yeah, this has been it's October 26th, and it's our 31 days of Halloween. We are going to watch 31 horror movies over the course of October, culminating with one of my favorites on October 31st, Halloween itself. I am watching all of these movies. I am sometimes I'm watching them and I'm doubling up on them during the work week. I'll usually watch one or two movies after work over supper, and to keep my weekends free so I can make content and do chores and have a life. But I am taking the 31 days of Halloween seriously. We are watching all of these movies. We are reveling in movie making and movie magic and special effects and horror movies. I mean, I love horror movies and I love vampire movies. So this is starting off the first of 4 vampire movies this week. As we round up, I'm saving all of my favorite movies for this week leading up to Halloween. So enjoy. Thank you so much for being part of this. You are the most important part of this show. This conversation that we're having right now about movies, about horror movies. Be part of it. Keep the comments coming. Please like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications. You know what? Hit that share button and share on any social media you've got. Spread the word. Let's get some more friends. Bring more opinions and make your own suggestions so I can start making a list for next year. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in today. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Wear plenty of garlic. Eat plenty of garlic. And don't let the wrong ones in. All right. Let me in. It's your brother. Tap, 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 tap. Let me in. Wow. Still freaks me out to this day. It does. You have a good day. Bye-bye.